welcome back to Q&A the Librarian Way. It's been a while.
It's been a while. We say that at the beginning of every video.
We do, but hopefully we'll be more consistent now. We kind of debated whether or not we wanted to keep going, and we have fun with it. And for those of you that do watch, we love to get your feedback when we're out and about. When you tell us you watch the videos, it makes us smile.
Yeah, I think that is what's keeping us going, because it's hard for us to know when we're just kind of looking at the screen whether or not people are watching, but people are, because they talk about us, recognize us, so that's good.
We're back, and we'll probably just make it as casual as
We are.
possible.
We're hanging out on the floor.
We lost our corner. Julia wants to actually do cool things in our library. What is up with that?
I know.
What are you going to do with that corner? Why don't you just jump in there?
So I am so excited about this school year. I don't know what it is. I've been at my school, this is my 7th year now, so I think I'm kind of out of the trying to organize everything, figure out what I'm doing, figure out my policies, and now I'm just going with it and trying to make it the best place it can be. So I'm having my very first author visit this year, which I know people do this like all the time, but it is my first time, and I am doing it on a small scale. We're not doing like a school-wide go into the auditorium and hear an author. We're doing it with just a few classes plus all of my library media students. And it's going to be Mike Mullen, the author of Ashfall, which if you're from the Indianapolis area, I know Mike Mullen is kind of like our fallback. Like, he's our trusted guy, like, that we use.
In the best way possible.
Yes, in the best way possible. Like, I mean, he's just, and he's so gracious about visiting and emailing back and forth. And we've, even lately, I've just had fun, like, tweeting with him about his visit. So I am turning a corner of my library into an Ashfall corner as students read his book from the library and do different projects. We're going to display them all, and I have some pretty fun stuff. I've promised him that he will see something he's never seen in the library before, and he challenged me to fulfill that promise. So it's going to happen.
I think he should give you a trophy or something.
Seriously.
Something. Mike, get her a trophy.
I'm going to tweet this video today.
There we go.
Just now.
Promoting Mike Mullen, because we love him.
We do. We love, I mean, he's around everywhere. He's going to be doing a couple things in Indy this year, and I think he's going to be at our big library conference, and he's been really gracious about meeting his readers. So.
One thing about our community is that it's not really an author visit community. We have tried several times at the public library to bring in authors, and I mean, you see these people that bring in decent named authors, people that others know, and we get about 20 people. It's like, how do you get those hundreds of people? It's just not our community. I mean, we've kind of worked around it. We do an author fair, a local author fair, so we really like to, promote and encourage local authors. So we do that. We're about to do that again this fall that we're excited about, but I'm hopeful that it goes well and that it kind of starts something, and that's, like we talked about earlier, it's something that we can start working on together, because I have a budget that you don't have, and we can kind of connect the library in different ways. Whether that they come to the library or we just have another activity that kids can do at the library.
And I feel like it's going to be an effective visit because we're doing it on a small scale, and the students are going to get to really interact with him and ask a lot of questions, and I think they're excited about that. So hopefully word of mouth just kind of gets it out there. So
we are coming off summer reading at the public library. We tried for the first time ever. I think I'd mentioned this way back when we had another video. We have our first teens specific program. So we usually kind of smushed adult and teen together, and we had teens only. And our numbers were about what they usually were, but it was a completely different summer. I mean, we had every Thursday we had a teen hosted program. So my teen advisory board created the program, wrote down what supplies they needed, what activities they were going to do. Then they came and presented and picked up the program. It was fully teen run, which was really exciting to see them take ownership of library programming in the teen room. And I think someo's trying to break into
I know, I'm sorry, I'm trying not to be distracted. We'll see if she needs us or not.
It went really, really well. So we're excited to do it again.
I was hoping it would, because you never know when it's student run how well it's going to go. So.
But it was really well received. We just have an awesome group of dedicated teen advisory board members right now. So we have actually, my big number reveal, last year we had over 600 teens participate year-wide.
Mm-hmm.
This is August, and we've already surpassed last year's total
Oh, wow.
programming numbers,
That's
so we're
awesome.
very excited
Yeah.
and a little tired.
Yeah.
We're
for
very, very, very
sure.
tired, but it's just encouraging to know
That
that
is
we're doing
encouraging.
something that is working in the
Yeah.
team room, so.
That's awesome.
And I'm always changing things, and they always walk in and like, what happened in here? And it's like, yes, I like to keep you on your toes.
Yes,
So.
yes.
But we have a lot of fun stuff planned for this fall too. Our big thing is, well, we do lock-ins, the after-school events, and we always do Zombie Fest in October, which is my favorite. But we're also doing Peter Pan themed.
Which is so awesome.
A lock-in. We're trying to bring in classic literature and lock-ins. Last March, we did Alice in Wonderland, so we had Mad Hatter Tea Party, and then we're doing Bangarang, Lost Boys versus Pirates in September.
Which is so cool. And they
So
made a
excited.
bulletin board here to promote it, and it's like, don't be a codfish, go to the public library. I love it. It's awesome.
So we're excited about that, and the kids like just to hang out after
Yeah.
school. It's just a better opportunity for us to get to know them a little better, because we don't have to shush as much after
Yeah.
hours, and
Yeah.
they can run and be themselves. So
Yeah,
looking forward
that's
to
awesome.
that. But
Yeah.
anything else big coming up this fall?
I've been doing a scavenger hunt with my library media kids. We have a list of books here in Indiana called the Rosies, and they're just like the best of the best books for high school students for the year. And so I'm doing a scavenger hunt through all of the Rosie books for my students, and week 1 went really well. And it was a good mix of some kids found it easy and some kids were struggling, which I liked because I liked to see that it wasn't too easy for everyone. But I write a clue that leads them to one of the Rosie books. They have to figure out which book it is, and they have to read a page out of that Rosie book, and from that page they have to figure out where their next clue is. So like, for example, the first week the book was Bomb, and when they read a page out of Bomb, it was talking about a woman who hid some Soviet spy notes in a Kleenex box. So their next clue was in my Kleenex box. And even the kids who figured out it was the Kleenex box went and picked up the Kleenex, and they're looking underneath and they couldn't find it. And I'm like, you have to look in the box, goofy. So that was fun. And then their next clue gives them an assignment that they have to do that somehow relates to the book. It's just been a really cool way of showing kids how to, look in books and make it your own in a way. At the end of the semester, they don't know this, but they're going to have to write an essay about how books help you explore your reality instead of just escape it. And so that's what we've been doing, this whole time as we're exploring through a scavenger hunt. So
That was a
it's fun.
brainstorming.
That was actually, I was gonna say, Emily helped me with that one
That
big
was a
time.
fun
She
brainstorming.
originally came up with the idea of doing a scavenger hunt, and then we just kept rolling with it, and
Oh,
it took
good
a
thing
ton
you
of
talk about car
planning.
rides.
I know, seriously, when you're like
Dorky librarians.
driving away from a tornado, we were like trying to
We
beat
did,
the
we
weather.
survived the
We were trying to
tornado.
beat the weather, but
Yeah.
I know that was a long explanation, but it's been super effective, and the kids are excited about it. Like, they're excited to get a new clue every week. So
How many student assistants, student media?
I have 2 per period. 2 per
okay.
period, yeah. I have 2, plus I have a TA, and the TA is just there to like manage the sign-in sheet. But my library media students, they do the assignments and all the
Okay.
fun stuff, and
That's
they
exciting.
get a credit for being in the class, so, yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, we would love to hear what you have planned, either if you're on the public library side for the last half of your year,
Yeah.
or if you're in the school side, the
just
first half of
starting,
your
yeah.
year.
We have a lot more energy than
Yeah.
you guys do at this point of the year, just saying.
I'm like this, and you're
I'm
like
like
this.
so
We're
excited, and you're like,
even each other
please.
out
Yeah.
there. So please leave questions, comments, ideas below. We would love to hear from you and find out what you're doing, and we will
We will.
be back next
Gosh
week
darn it.
with another video of some sort or other. And we can't wait to talk to you. Bye.
Bye.